Good morning, year one, and it is Friday the 15th of May, and that means it is Flashback Friday, okay? So as the other weeks, I'm just going to give you some Flashback Friday, 4 questions on each page, and then what I'll do is I'll go through it on my whiteboard as well, so if you didn't get any right, you can check them as well, okay? Right, let's get started. Okay, so I would like you to pause this now. Have a go at these 4 questions, okay? Then I will be going through the answers. All right? Right. Pause now and have a go. Okay, so let's go through number 1 together. So first of all, it says, use these signs to compare the number sentences. Right. So first of all, I needed to make sure I knew what each of those symbols meant. So I've written down this one, less than. So this number is going to be less than this number. More than. This number is going to be more than this number. Equal to. And it's my equal sign, which means the same as. Now, remember, the alligator always wants to eat the biggest number. That's how you can remember which side. Okay? So please remember that when you're doing yours. Now, we have been given the question, 5 add 6, 6 add 5, and we need to put the right symbol into that. Now, I would do this with any question. Work out what each side is first. 5 add 6. So I'm going to put 6 in my head and count on 5. My answer is 11, so I'm just going to put it up there because I know then that is 11. This one. So, this side equals 11, this side equals 11. So, is this side less than, more than, or equal to? You should have put the answer equals. Now, you could do it the way I did it, or realise that they're using the same numbers. Both got a 6, both got a 5. So you know that they're all going to be the same. So the answer to this one is equals. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so this question is all about a bar model. Now remember, a bar model is similar to a part-whole model. We need to remember that the one solid line is the whole, so I'm going to put W. And then each of these represent the part. So it's part, part, whole. And I know that to get to my whole, I do part add part equals whole. And to get to my part, I do whole take away part equals part. So I need to do 17 take away or subtract 5. Now, I'm going to put 17 in my head and count back 5. So I've got my 5 here. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Now, I'm going to check this by putting 5 add 12 equals 17. I'm going to put 12 in my head because that's my biggest number, and I'm going to go 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I know that that is the correct answer. So your answer is 12. Did you get that right? Right, let's do another question. Okay, so the next question says, add together 7 and 6. Now, important information. 7, 6, add. If we're adding, we're adding. So it's asking you to put together those two. So it's 7 add 6 equals. Now, there are lots of different ways you could do this. Or you could remember that 6 add 6 equals 12 because that's your double of 6, and then add on 1. Or you could put 7 in your head, hold 6 fingers, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whichever way you worked out, 13 should be your answer. Tick it if you got it right. Now, let's go on to the next question. Okay, so the last question on this page is a 10 frame, and it is asking you what number is shown. I hope this was super speedy for you, year 1, because we know it's not 10 because it is not complete. It is 2 away from being complete. Now, you could easily just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or you could realise that there's 2 missing, and you know your number bonds to 10, so that must mean that if there's 2 missing, that means that must be 8, because 8 add 2 equals 10. Okay, so your answer is 8. Okay, right, let's go on to the next question. Pause now and have a go at these questions, and then I will get back to you. Okay, so number 1 on this page, it is asking you to fill in the missing number. So what number comes next? This is super easy, year 1, and I hope you got it right. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, so your answer should have been 45. Okay, the next question. Okay, number 2. There are 12 red and green apples all together. 8 are red. How many are green? Okay, first rule. Underline the key numbers. Okay, so it's telling me that there's 12 altogether, so I know that's my answer. And that 8 are red, and how many are green? So there's red add green equals altogether. 8 add. Now, I'm going to put 8 in my head and count on till I get to 12. Or I could put 12 take away 8 equals my answer. Where I could put 12 in my head and take away 8. Whatever you think is easiest. So I got the answer 4. Did you get the answer 4? Okay, then let's go on to the next question. Here is the bar model for the next question. Now, I know, just like in a part whole model, this is my whole because it's the one continuous block. These are my parts. So, part add part equals whole. We don't know this part, so we need to work it out. So I know 14 add something equals 20. I also know that 20 take away 14 would also equal my answer. But there is something else that I know here. I know my number bonds to 20. Because I know my number bonds to 10. 4 add what equals 10? Did you say 6? 14 add 6 equals 20. Because you know your number bonds, you can answer those so quickly. If you were a bit unsure, you could put 14 in your head and count until you got to 20. But 6 is your answer. Okay? So we had 45 for the first one, 4 for the next one, and 6 for this one. Now, the next one. What is 2 add 8? Now, you should have got that super speedy. And the answer is 10. Right. Let's go on to the last one for today. Oh, a bit trickier this time. Have a go at these 4 questions and then we will answer them. Okay, so here is the first question. And it says, what number is shown on the 10 frames? Right, so the first we need to work out is how many 10 frames do we have? How many 10 frames do I have? 4. Now, how many complete 10 frames do I have? 1, 2, 3. They're not complete. If I have 3 full 10 frames, how many red counters do I have? 10, 20, 30. So I know I already have 30. And then with my extra ones, I can count on because I have 3 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones. 3 10s, 6 ones. So I have 36. So your answer should have been 36. Tick it if you got it right. On to the next question. Okay, so the next question. 14 take away 5 on a number line. So you should have shown this on your number line. First rule, circle the biggest number. Jump back that amount of spaces, so I should jump back 5. Circle the number you land on. 14 take away 5 equals 9. Okay, next one. Okay, so write 14 in numerals. Now, numerals just means digits, okay? So 14 in numerals is that. Okay, so that is what you should have got for number 3. Okay, now, what is 1 more than 7? All you have to do there is do 7, add 1. So your answer should be 8. Okay, well done year 1. That is your Flashback Friday, okay? I hope you have a really good weekend and get up to lots of fun.